Welcome to Lisa and Lori's, what we call this?
I don't know. L&L, Great Adventure.
The Great Adventure, the Grand Tour.
The Grand Tour. Oh, yes.
The Grand Tour.
The Grand Tour. That'll work.
Of cross stitch and quilting and plans that we have and things we're going to do. So we're filming this on 2 devices. So if you see us sort of looking back and forth, it's because we have 2 things going at the same time.
We are big time now. We've got 2 cameras.
As demonstrated by our testing capabilities.
Yes, we might do some outtakes, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. So where are we going to go?
Well, I think we want to start with some shout outs, right? You have a couple that you want to talk about?
Yeah. So a couple people that I've been watching the last couple days, one of them is I hate it when my mind goes blank.
So grateful?
So grateful.
Yeah.
She is awesome. She is a fellow Washingtonian and in a little bit north of us, I think in the Seattle area. And I think she has about 6 videos out. And she's wonderful. She is also a quilter. She does cross stitch. She does crocheting. And yeah, definitely go take a look.
All right. So I feel like I got a squirrel moment going on back and forth here. So we're trying things out. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try.
I have a couple more. Do you want me to finish mine and then you have a couple?
Okay. Yeah. So she's on deck for me. I'm going to watch her. You're the second person I've heard talk about her. So, and she's from Washington, so of course I got to watch her.
She's from Washington. The other person that I've been watching lately, who actually turned me on to, sorry, blooper. Just so grateful is Stitching in the Barn. So she is in the Pennsylvania area, I believe, and her name is Valerie. And she has a barn that she films in, and she has dolls, she has quilting, she has cross stitch. She is wonderful to watch. And I think a couple of videos ago, she took everyone on a tour of her friend. I think her friend's name is Kay. Who does redware, it was a sampler tour. If you
my gosh.
If you haven't seen this, you need to go see that. So I think that was her number 6 video or something like that. But Stitching in the Barn, Valerie, definitely check her out. And then one that we were just talking about are the 3 littles. It's Sassy Sisters and a brother. Is that what it is?
I think that's right.
Yeah. So Wyatt and I don't remember the girls' names.
I don't know, but my gosh, I'm like, they are slick.
They are. They're good.
They're good.
They're good. I can't wait to see, in a couple of years, they're going to be taking us all to task to keep up with them. So definitely go check them out. Yeah. So that's what I have for shout outs.
Who else have I been watching? So my girl Lori, Mischievous Stitches, is back. And has a couple videos. In fact, I'm going to show you, I may have bought something from her. She showed us. I'm like, me please, I'll take that. And then so she sent it and she gave me some thread drops too, which is
cute.
So sweet of her. They're kind of botanicals, which I love. So
those are, can I see those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are nice.
Make sure that they don't go away with your stuff though. Okay. I'm just kidding.
We share and share alike.
Oh yes, we have our own hashtag. Hashtag I have that.
I have that.
But we tag the other just in case.
I have that.
I think I bounced the table there.
That's okay.
Sorry for all you people on Lori's video. I hope you didn't get seasick with that. So should we talk about haul?
Haul, yes.
Okay.
You go next.
I'll go next. So this lovely, I'm just going to say that this is from Country Sampler and it's part of their club. And the kit has the threads and the fabric. So if you haven't checked out Country Sampler, and maybe we'll talk about them a little bit later.
Maybe.
You check them out. They have some pretty awesome stuff. Let's take that for a second. So this is a new Stacy Nash. If you haven't seen this, I know that there's someone on Instagram who has already stitched this completely. I can't remember who it is. One of the sampler gals has stitched this. And this is freaking adorable.
We're going to have a new hashtag. It's going to be, I don't have that yet, but I'm going to.
I'm going to get that. Could you buy this for me, please? The next one, I think Letitia bought this one. Sampler Cove Double Dutch. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern.
So you need to go over here too.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm lame. Okay. 2 overs. 2 overs.
That's okay.
So Double Dutch.
There we go. That works.
And gathering the greens sampler.
Oh, is this like a summer sampler? Can I look?
Yeah. It kind of looks like, I think it's sort of Christmas. Maybe it's Christmas. I don't know.
It looks like it might be a little summer.
Maybe
it's hard to tell, except it looks like there's a wreath on the window.
Yeah, it's sort of a vintagey feminine.
It doesn't matter. It's beautiful.
Right. Elizabeth, 1816? 1819. I can't read. Dyslexia has got me.
That's another one that's probably
by Queenstown Sampler.
A new hashtag.
Right.
I love that. I like it. Looks like it's on a peachy color. I can't tell. I think that would be fun to do a hand dye for that one.
Oh yeah. The border. So the border on this one is it's beautiful. Look at the border on that.
That is amazing.
So this is going to be a jacked up video. I'm just saying. I'm so sorry for everybody in my video who got to see my armpits there. And this, okay, so I found this one. I think this one might still be available in the Scarlet Letter. I'm just going to show you. This is a hand drawn, and I'm sure you can't read it because I can't read it. I looked at it on a Friday after work. I put it down and said nope.
Let me take a look at. So the border on this one is amazing, amazing.
It's a row. It's a I think they call it a balch. B-A-L-C-H. Sampler style or a road.
Roads are like
sampler.
R-H-O-A-D-E.
R-H-O-D-E.
Oh yeah, Rhode Island. Oh, it's a Providence, Rhode Island. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yep, and then it's Balch's School. It's done at Miss Mary Polly Balch's School. That's
interesting.
Huh, who knew? Then I have this one, Papillion Creations. Someone is stitching this on Instagram in Aurifel threads, and those are because they're making threads for stitching, and it's in reds and pinks, and it's really, really pretty.
Here, I can do that. Sorry, no, that works.
You know, we're trying different things.
Yeah.
We're being innovative. Okay, so Tempting Tangles. I blame this on Gem Stitch, Gemma. The Creation Sampler. This, and so go to her channel and take a look at this. This is a stunning, stunning pattern. It's the colors that I love.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That worked.
And so this is... I'm going to read you this one. This is, I have you fast in my fortress and will not let you depart, but put you down in the dungeon in the round tower of my heart. You seeing the theme here? And there I will keep you forever, yes, forever and a day, till the walls shall crumble to ruin and molder in dust away. Which is a Longfellow quote. And it's a castle, and I'm calling it the Stalker Sampler.
Isn't that awesome? I've never seen a castle sampler. I mean, some of them allude to it. That one is
right?
pictorial.
This is like Teresa Wensler. You know, she does her own thing with some of the castle stuff. But this is cool. And so I think I'm going to just darken this a little bit and make it sort of a Halloweenish, creepy.
But the top border on that, you guys need to look at the top border on that.
Look at that border.
That is.
Isn't that not stunning?
It is. I love that. I would. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a download. You can get it easily. Lori talked about this in your last. We both got this. Game of Swans. Oh, gorgeous. I'm almost there with my haul. I got this from the process. I saw this on Instagram too. The Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Isn't that not stinking adorable?
That's cute.
Give thanks.
A little peep.
Little peep. And then Minnick and Simpson is one of my favorite quilting artists, and I really hope to do some hand applique this year. So I picked this up online and it is a download as well.
So are you going to do the colors that she has? Because that's kind of like a 4th of July looking almost.
Right, yeah.
Just with different, not the traditional red and blue, but more of a countrified red and blue.
Yeah, it is. It's almost reminiscent of Blackbird in a way.
Yeah, I think so too.
Blackbird design. So this, Minnick and Simpson does all red, white, and blue quilts and rug hooking, and they don't do any cross stitch, I don't think. Hold on just a second. One more thing here.
Oh,
one more. So this is from Sally from the Humble Bumble Stitcher. I ordered from her, and this is just incredible.
Cool. It's beautiful.
So,
Little strawberry.
that
Here,
little strawberry
let
fell.
me help you.
Okay.
I'll be Vanna. Or Vanna.
Vanna, right?
Vanna.
And,
Cross stitch has Vanna instead of Vanna.
So we have, like, she has the most adorable little scissor fob, a little scissor case. I mean, look at that.
That's so cute.
And just all of the side stitching that she does to join it. I think this is, oh, you can untie this.
Oh, it's a ring. It's a floss ring.
It's a floss ring. And look at that little house. A little house.
That's beautiful.
And then a little thimble. I mean, come on. Thimble holder. Yes.
It's just adorable.
Totally recommend, worth every penny. She's very reasonable for all the work that goes into that.
Cool.
That's it.
That's it.
Your turn.
Okay. So I have a fair amount here too. Last year when I was it last year? I guess it was still last year. Might have been, yeah, it was last year. I was at the attic and I saw this on the wall and they couldn't find a copy and I just recently found a copy. And this is the Kingsford Sampler, Mary Elizabeth Kingsford, 1764 by Carriage House. And I love that. It looks like there's a lot of coverage there. Oh, sorry. There we go. We're going to have to do that.
I know. We might have to revise this strategy next time, but whatever.
Yeah, no, this is working. And while I was there, of course, I can't travel alone. So I also picked up Acorns and Threads, which just happens to be the same name of our local needlework shop. Oh my gosh, I just noticed on the back, when they send it to you, they are so kind to include some other things that you might be interested on the back of the pattern.
Yep.
So that is there. Sampler stitchers. I think this is a fairly new one. I just picked this up at Acorns and Threads, and it's Little House Needleworks. Actually, it says copyright 2017, but it was in their new bin, so maybe it was new to them. But I like it, all those little stitchers.
Yeah.
I thought there's probably a good number that we could fill in. The stitchers are
name everybody.
Name everybody. This is Sampler House. It is a Plum Street, and it's from a couple of years ago. I think I have another Sampler House. I think I have 3 or 4. I think I have 4. So that one. Here is a Brenda Gervais. Spring is coming. I'm looking forward. After this snowstorm, I'm done. I'm so done. The snow in Sisters is really nice because it's dry and it's powdery and it blows around. The snow in Washington sucks.
Well, so we got 16 inches of snow.
Yeah, and it was wet.
It was wet snow, so it made a great snowman. I will insert a picture in my video here. I did not have any Mr. Potato Head parts to make a traditional snowman, so I sculpted his head, and he looks like Ernie. Somebody said he looks like Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, so...
And if I figure out how to insert pictures, I will do the same. I haven't got that far yet. I just changed to a new device. So the next one I have is Brenda Gervais, Bluebird Out My Window.
I love that one.
I really like this one.
Ooh, I don't think I have that one, but I know somebody who does.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Here's one. I don't remember where I saw this, but I immediately had to go get it. And I think they have it in a tart pan. And it is by Thistles, and it's called Cookie House.
It's really cute.
It's really cute. I think this would be really cute on top of like a candlestick, the same way that Teresa Vanette did our thing from Midwest, because it's about that size. I think that would be darling. I'm also recently on an Abby Rose design kick. Yes. I think this is probably the last one I didn't have. I think I purchased everything in her catalog, and this one is Hometown Christmas.
That's good to know. I have several of those on my 1, 2, 3 wish list.
Yeah.
I have one of her bigger designs that's a sampler. Do you have that one? And it's sort of got...
I don't know.
It's sort of taupes and it's like a Scottish sampler type of a...
I don't know. That doesn't sound...
We'll have to take a look at it.
We'll have to check it out. I took this one out of the package because it's very light, and it's Reflex de Soie. I believe that's how you say it. By
GGR.
GGR, 1898, and oh my word, I cannot wait to start this. This is going to be lovely. She has several more that I'm interested in as well.
Cursive alphabet, right? So
yes!
Who doesn't love a cursive alphabet?
I know.
Yes.
The only, I haven't counted them. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. There's probably 50 plus threads in here. That's kind of the only drawback.
Oh, and it's small division. Oh, you have a DMC. No.
It has a conversion on it.
So you can have I think this is the same one. It's just different.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, I thought it was 2 columns.
No, I think it's about.
Oh, well.
So that's better. I think it's like 25.
It's 25.
Which is only like $100 worth of threads, probably.
So I'll probably do the house, and there's some fruit. There's like a pear and looks like an apple or something. I'll probably do those in fancy floss and maybe do the lettering and stuff in DMC just to keep the cost down a little bit. We talked about long dog samplers. Or I talked about long dog samplers in my last video. There was one more that I bought, and that is Black House. And I just love that. Look at those flowers, those roses.
It's on my list. I love that one.
If I didn't stitch so slow, I would probably make this into a seat cover for every one of my chairs. It's just so pretty, and it's
like, don't sit in my chairs. Don't sit down.
It's my colors. It's my colors, right? It's the dark and the dark reds and golds and greens and browns. And
so when my kids were little, I was gonna buy a new dining room set, and I showed my sister, and it was oak. So I wouldn't buy oak now, probably. And they were gorgeous, and the whole. My sister goes, "If you buy that, I will shoot you," because I had 4 little boys, and of course, you get to where it's immediately scratched, and there's. And all
gouges,
the little, and there's little, all the little finishing ornate stuff would have food stuck in it, and so I never did buy. I still have.
Oh, you mean the kind that's like carved?
Yeah, it was gorgeous,
yeah.
but it was completely impractical. So my sister saved me lots of money.
Well,
thank you, Carrie.
They're grown now.
Right now, I'm going to buy some furniture.
Cool. So, another one I have is Esther by Kathy Barrick. A lot of these are Christmas, I've noticed, but I'm just a little behind the curve on the seasons. But that's okay. I'm ahead of the curve for next season. So
yes, I love the colors in that.
I really like that. But I think I might. This is a sheep. I think that sheep might turn into a dark gray or a black sheep.
Ooh.
Might even use some wool or something that's got a little fluff to it, and do that so that pops out, because it fades away a little bit. I think if I used a darker background it wouldn't, but I think a black sheep would be stunning on that.
Yep, I agree.
Another Kathy Barrick is Dear Santa, and I love the moon and the Santa and all of the flying critters, the flying reindeer in here, so that one is really pretty. This one, oh my gosh, I have been wanting this one for a long time. It's a Jeanette Douglas design, and it's called Vintage Birds, and that is so pretty.
Hashtag I have that.
You do? Oh my word, check this out. Now we know what to aspire to, ladies and gents.
This is Vanna's finish, right?
Oh, she did.
This is, I finished it, but I used Vanna's tutorial.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's simply, it's 2 pieces that are put together so you can finish the back.
And then you did that in a
batik.
A batik. Oh.
Yep.
That's very nicely done. How did you glue that together? What did you use?
I used the Aliens tacky glue.
Aliens, okay.
Yeah. And then this too, I ended up having to kind of pull this apart. Something was kind of wonky with when I put my rickrack in, but I fixed it. I was able to pull apart and reglue it. So when
you turn the corner on your rickrack, did you like snip it to turn the corner?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, completely. These are 4 pieces of rickrack. It's hard to turn the corner on rickrack, even on a stitched piece. When you make a pillow, I think it's easier to find the place where you get the best line. Right, so the beginning and the end, and a lot of times that requires you to cut that. Well, for me anyway, I maybe somebody has some tips on.
Do you recall what fabric you used on that one? It's really pretty.
Oh yes, this is 40 count fresco by Pictures Plus, and I used half for this and half for a Brenda Gervais pattern. This is stunning fabric. This is sort of a a very light background modeled, and there is little bits of green. You can see shadowing of green and blue in there. It's not very obvious, but when you look closely, it's really, really pretty fabric.
That actually is going to set me on a 40 count too. I think that's the perfect size.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Perfect. Yay! Okay. Next one, kind of a abrupt departure from the beautiful sampler into very cute Sue Hillis, Home for the Holidays. And I just love those trucks. I love the camper. There's a little, I think somewhere in there. Ooh, there we go. There's like a little
wagon.
Yeah. I think this will be so cute on the tree with all of the other cute things that we're doing. I cannot wait for Jack Frost to come out. I know. I haven't seen it yet. So, and then the last of my haul is from Habitat for Humanity. I talk a lot about them in my videos. I talk about them in my Instagram. They're just my favorite place to go. In Sisters, we have one here in Olympia, but we don't seem to get the cool stuff that I get in Sisters. And so one of them, it's a 23 Project Leisure Art. I got this for the exorbitant price of 50 cents, but I love that Santa. Here's the better ones. This one, let's see, the Marking Sampler.
Quaker Samplers, circa 1820.
Yeah, Quaker Samplers. Blah, what she said. Let's see if I can get that in there. I was looking for the designer. There we go. So these, I got these for $2, and you can see they were originally purchased at the attic. I can't get underneath there to see what it was. I'm sure it was more than $2 though. This is an Ink Circles. It's a Quaker.
Oh my gosh, this is
it's called
beautiful.
Croakworth 2008.
Mm-hmm. That is gorgeous. I love that.
I do too. You could do that in any color and it would just be stunning. This one. Okay, we're back.
Oops, we're shaking the table.
Okay, so this last one, Lisa saw this as I was kind of unpacking things. And this also came from Habitat, and it is Jane Baxter, her sampler from 1824.
Woo! This is by Primitive Traditions, which is one of my favorites, and I've sort of stalked trying to find this any of them by this one. I have another one called, I think, Good and Plenty that I love, and I really want to start. But I do think that their patterns are phenomenal.
They are.
When I was stitching at Midwest Retreat, Abigail Colby, that one's by Primitive Traditions as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What I like in this one, it has this combination of that really pretty dark blue and browns and golds and kind of olive greens. It's really stunning.
It's gorgeous.
So that's my haul. Oh, yeah, that's my haul.
So 30 minutes in and we're done with haul.
We might have a problem.
I don't have a problem.
Well, I don't think it's a problem either, but it might be viewed as a problem.
It could be viewed as a problem. Okay, so I have two finishes. Can I show those next?
Yeah.
So this is Sabrina by I keep saying Blackbird Designs by Mirabilia. Mm-hmm. And I posted this several times on Instagram. I have a finish.
It's a stunning finish.
So this is for my niece. And it's a bridal conversion. She got married 2 years ago. So I thought, well, it's time to finish this one. It was part of my Stitch 9 challenge. And I'm just going to pan over to both of these to show you a little bit of the up close.
What I love about how Lisa stitched it is it has this illusion. So there's the illusion bridal tool, and this looks like it has illusion bridal tool on it just by how the threads are done.
Yeah, all the beads, right?
Yeah,
so
all the beads.
Very heavy with the beads. You can see there's little teeny, like there's treasures too. I'm so sorry if I'm kind of going between the two, but it's very sparkly.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
So that's my first finish.
She's going to be so excited.
Yeah,
Does she know it's coming?
I don't know. She sometimes watches my videos, I think. She knows I'm stitching it. Mm. And then I had showed this on an earlier video a long time ago, and I want to say it was probably like my second video maybe. Mm-hmm. And I had, it was at the quilter, and it took quite a while. In fact, I'm going to just kind of stand up here. I'll show you a quarter of it. But it was at the quilter for a while. And then she finished it, and I picked it up. My son picked it up and brought it to me. And then I put the binding on it. But I'm just going to show you some of the quilting she did on this. It's fun. Now, this is not necessarily my normal color palette, but I'll say that when I stitched this, it was about this time of year when I quilted this, because, you know, you just crave color. I get tired of the landscape, and actually, you know, we have a lot of evergreens here, so at least we have that, but I love spring. Spring is my favorite season here.
It looks like a lemonade margarita.
Yes. Oh, that sounds good.
It does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So those are my two finishes.
Cool.
Oh, I have a previous finish. I could show this. A lot of people are stitching this. I see it on Instagram as well. This is a Blackbird design. It was a release from last year. Something heart. I can't remember what it is. But this is on a... the dyer is no longer in business. I don't remember what it's called.
Is that a 40 count?
No, this is a... Oh, I don't know what it is. I think this
It's a fairly small.
I don't know what it is.
Is that lady dot on the back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's really pretty. I love the color. I like the deep, rich color.
Yes, and so the Blackbird Designs ladies, they poked pins in with little beads at the end, and in my house, that stuff would fall out immediately. So I just used a bicone bead and a little seed bead on top and stitched it on instead. So it's permanent. But plus, this is, you know, we're 2 days after Valentine's Day. So
yeah.
So that's my previous finish. Whips. Did you have some whips you wanted to show?
I have just a couple whips. So I did a whip parade last weekend, so I don't have a whole lot more to show. I did get a little bit more done on Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain. And I remember I was talking about, I had hand dyed this because I really wanted the golds to show up. And so I do have a little bit of the moon stitched on there. So just a very little bit done. It was a crazy week. So I drove home from snow into more snow and a snowstorm. And in all my 35 plus years working in government, only one other time did they actually close the office, and they closed the office. It was really bad.
It was a hot mess around here.
It was a hot mess, and then the even the next day we had a really late start, and a lot of people, even last Friday, we still had people who could not get out of their driveway. So we had a lot of people working from home. I have one more whip that I was going to share. It's kind of in the middle stage of what it's going to be. This is a big ball of fabric that's been stitched around batting, and it's going to be a jelly roll quilt or a jelly roll rug. That's what they're called. I totally forgot to bring the pattern with me. I'm sorry. I'll post a link down below on mine. But this will turn into a rug. Basically, you take this after you've stitched the batting in between the fabric. You start stitching it on itself, and you just go round and round and round, and it will become a rug. And so maybe by next video, I might have a rug to show you. I don't know how long it took me to do this. You used an entire jelly roll because I worked on it just a little bit here, a little bit there, but I would say it was maybe a solid 3 hours just to stitch this, and it will probably be another solid 3 or 4 hours to do that. But in you know, putting that all together, having a really nice rug, and if you go out on Instagram, you will find a bazillion pictures of the different ones. A lot of people do these in batiks, and they're stunning.
Yes,
they are just stunning. I've done mine in flannels and in the earthy tone colors that match my house. This is going to go under a rocking chair that I have that tends to scratch my hardwood floor, so it needs something underneath it that's soft that doesn't it. But that's all I have today for whips. Yep.
Is that going to be an oval or a round?
This one's going to be an oval. They do round. They have a round pattern. They also have one where they just go back and forth and do just a straight. So it's like
it's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle, right? Yeah, you can do that. I don't recall the name of the gal, but again, if you go on, even if you do hashtag jelly roll along, I believe is what it is, you will see, like I said, a bazillion pictures. There's videos out there on how to do them. You probably will want to buy the pattern that has some helpful hints because I'm looking back and forth between these. It has some helpful hints about how you start and how you stop, and you will be dealing with a lot of bulk, so you'll kind of want to have those helpful hints to move this along. One of them is, I think I can share this, is that you don't start where all of your bulk is on the inside of your sewing machine. You want the bulk on the outside of the sewing machine. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to have it all curled up, and you're going to be trying to force it through. And that wouldn't be fun.
So when you get yours done, I'll just learn from you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so this is, besides my FFO, that's what Sabrina's what I stitched a good part of January. Mm-hmm. And it was part of the Stitch 9 challenge. It was my first finish. All these other people are like, I'm going to finish number 3. I'm like, I have 13,000 stitches left on Sabrina, so it took me forever. I did work on the English cottage sampler. I was able to come down here, go across. I need to fill this in and put the Lazy Daisy stitches around here and then finish down here. And that will be done. So that one I have to just...
Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Check that out.
It's backstitch.
It's
jail.
Backstitch.
Backstitch prison. Hashtag backstitch prison. Oh, I don't know if you want to hashtag that.
No, we probably don't want to hashtag that.
You never know what you're going to get if you pick the wrong hashtag.
This is pretty. Is this on a 18 count?
Yeah. So this was done 100 years ago. Well, not 100, but 20. Well, it started probably 27 years ago anyway.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's just...
Where's that going to go?
I don't know.
It's going to go on that sampler wall. That
yes. Yeah. I've got to finish it first. And then I got to wash it because it's dirty. It's like 26 years of grime. Mm. And then I started this.
I love this.
I was itching to start this when I was stitching on Sabrina. This is In Friendship by Plum Street, and it came out. I think it was the Dying to Stitch retreat gift in 2017, is my understanding. And then I just went to town on it because this is on 40 count. And sorry, I'm not taking it off my Q snap. It's on 40 count Pearl Barley.
Oh, I love Pearl Barley.
Yeah, if I can come a little bit closer. And
that's gorgeous.
And this is the thread color palette. My girl Laura.
I like the tray she has it on. It's stunning. Oops. Here. I can hold half and you hold half.
Okay. And I've got some extra threads that I bought. So this is the thread. Here, I'll show you the tray. My aunt painted this tray in the 70s.
That would look so nice in my house.
Isn't that pretty?
It is.
And it's totally old school tool painting too. You know, just all the stroke work and the...
I love that. I love that color of red. Do you know what that color's called? Is it like a barn or a...
I have no idea.
Because it has, there's a lot of dark and black in it.
This is most likely oils.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. It could be acrylic. I don't know.
Oh, that's
pretty. I'd have to ask my Aunt Donna. I don't know.
It's lovely.
Thank you. That's it for whips for me. I have some plans. Do you have
some plans? Oh, let's...
Well, can I just show you a couple things?
Yeah, let's do plans.
So I just have this. This one is, I know, Chessie and me, Esther Edison.
Hashtag I have that.
I have that. And this one is going to be on this. I think I showed this last time.
Yeah.
This is on the fabric I got. I have one from Victorian Motto. Mm-hmm. The colors are scrumptious.
What count are you going to do that in?
This is 40 count.
40 count?
Yeah. Yep. And then the other one that was released at the same time as In Friendship from Paulette is called, this is Ms. Bingley's Library. A lot of people have been stitching this. So I'm going to stitch on Pearl Barley as well. So I had a piece that I bought from Acorns and Threads and I cut it. So for this to fit on my Q-snap, 11 by 17, I have to cut it, well, at least that big, right, for it to fit on there. But I don't want to stitch it this way on my Q-snap, so I will stitch it this way, but I'm going to stitch it sideways. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Vanna. Vanna.
Vanna.
Vanna. I'll stitch it sideways. So my stitches will go the opposite direction than they normally go, but
Which way do you do yours? Do you do your...
No, there's a big thing about that now, right?
So I learned after I had started stitching that I do mine backwards.
Well, there's no backwards.
Well, actually, I was watching the stitching in hand that Priscilla and Chelsea were doing, and I think they do it this, I'll call it the traditional or the standard way. But I think there's an advantage to doing that because you can see your stitches as you're stitching them versus stitching over your stitches. So I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see where you're going versus your hand is kind of covering where you're going.
Oh, so like if you're left-handed writer or hand, if you're left-handed, So
I think there is a slight advantage doing it one way, although I've kind of already developed the habit, so I don't know if I want to stop and try to retrain the way I do it. I may do this because I'm still fairly new.
Sure.
And I have to do the same thing with my knitting because when I purl, I twist my purl, and because I'm kind of self-taught.
Did you see me going, I don't know what you're talking about? Because I don't knit. In fact, there's that designer called Hokey. I call it Hokey Pokey Tell Me because I don't even know what it is.
So a purl stitch, I mean, there's a knit stitch, which is your standard knit stitch. And I'm a new knitter, so...
I'm a no knitter.
But there's a purl. So the purl is like you're doing the opposite of the knit stitch, but you're doing it on the front without having to turn something around. And when you do knits and purls, then you get a garter. But anyway, I was frustrated with the way that people kind of showed you, so I kind of developed my own pattern. And what ends it up is it twists it around, and so it doesn't look exactly the same as what it normally does. But I've done it for so long that I don't know that I can
undo it.
But I really need to because then my patterns don't really look, or my results don't really look the same as they're supposed to. Although there actually is a stitch that looks like the one that I do when I twist my stitch. I don't know. Anyway.
It's the Lori stitch.
It's the Lori stitch. Squirrel.